Hey, thanks for stopping by Missing Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Hope everyone's having an amazing weekend. I took off the past couple of days. I had some business to take care of. I apologize for that, but I'm back. I wasn't going to come back until tomorrow, but I figured I'd come back before the cross watchers out here think that they had something to do with me being away. So I wouldn't want to give them any credit for that. That being said, let's get to it. These messages are timeless and will be received in divine timing for those who need to hear them. If they don't apply, let them fly. You can always come back for the next one. However, I do encourage you to hang out because there might be something in here that you might need to hear, especially if this message happened to pass across your feed. All right, that being said, let's get into it. Today's message is threefold. It's for specific individuals. I don't know exactly who it's for, but there's one instance where a person is entering a new relationship, another instance where a person is deciding on whether to make a house move, and the third is on a job situation, whether you should take this job or not. Okay. Now, the advice that you're being offered today is solely advice. Okay. You have free will to do what you want. I'm here just to, deliver the message for those who need to hear them, for those who are willing to hear them. Okay. I can't force you to do anything. I can't even force you to believe this message, but you do with it as you will. Okay. There might be something in here that resonates with you and that'll further confirm that this message is for you. But basically, this is just a message, an overall message of confirmation. Okay. It's just confirming something you already know deep within inside yourself. And this is just to give you that extra nudge to help you make the decision, because every decision that we make affects our life, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. Unfortunately, these decisions that you might be walking to might not be the best for you to engage with. Okay, they'll actually take you backwards, not forwards. And unfortunately, what's happening is you're experiencing what's called what I'd like to call the spirit of apathy. Okay, you've stopped caring, and you've drawn those types of individuals and situations into your life. Okay, again, there's no judgment here. It happens to all of us. Life can bring us down paths that we never expected to be on. The trick is to learn from those lessons and not allow them to affect our decisions for the future. Okay, and this is what's happening here. Okay, this is where it ties into the message. For the person who is, and I don't want to, I don't want to sugarcoat anything, and I'm not here to burst your bubble or make you feel bad. So I just want you to understand that it doesn't bring me any pleasure to deliver a message that's less than happy or less than something you might want to hear. Okay, because that's the last thing that I want to do. But however, the message has to get out here. Okay, just so it can help you make the correct decision for yourself. Okay, it's just about guidance, like I said. So we're going to get into the first person is with the relationship. Okay, you have been given the red flags. Okay, for some of you, I'm feeling that this is a person from your past who wants to return. Again, it's your decision, not a good idea. The red flags are there. This person has not changed in any way. They're still the same player they've always been. They're still the same liar they've always been. And what I'm feeling is they're trying to manipulate you into getting back together with them. They're trying to get into your good graces, okay? They've approached you recently and wanting to rebuild a relationship, restart, making you all kinds of promises. But what the guides want you to remember is where you were before with them, okay? You've seen these signals before, okay? There's another person who is falling head over heels in love with someone that they've just recently met. However, you are unfortunately in love with the their the way that they're projecting themselves, because this reminds you of a past relationship. Again, those are red flags. Okay, those things that you think are similarities or the things that you might have found cute in a past partner are not going to serve you well here. Those are red flags that the universe is sending you to prevent you from making the same mistake. Okay, again, it's your choice. You do as you wish. But personally, I wouldn't go back. I choose to move forward. I've done those things in the past and they never took me down the correct road. They always took me off my path. So you have to remember, whatever this is, it's an interference trying to get you off your path. And the same thing applies for the next two individuals with the house and the job situation. The person who is looking to move, this is not the time for you to move yet, okay? You have some unforeseen things that are going to be coming up, some unexpected things that might cause a little bit of financial strain. This is not the time for you to move. Just because you like something doesn't mean that it's right for you. And you're going to find out that this place that you wanted to move to, this location, this house, there's something that's going to come out about it. Okay. So this is a protection. Like I said, you can, like everyone else, make your own decisions and go forward and invest in this move. Okay. But if you do, just remember there are some things that you might run into that might become a little bit difficult. And this is just to prevent you from doing that. It's preventing you from rushing in. And this is something that you've done in the past. You've rushed before fully thinking things out, and this has always caused you a problem. Okay, again, this is another karmic lesson that needs to be learned. Like the first person with the first people with the relationships, they have to learn not to repeat past mistakes, not to ignore the red flags, and the same thing applies for you. And altogether, not jumping into something before you have all the facts. Okay, if something looks too good to be true, it basically is. Okay, but only you have the power to prevent yourself from walking down a path that might not be the best for you. And you also have the power to, you know, back out of it. The strength lies within you. If we look within ourselves for the answers, we all have them deep within ourselves. And that's where meditation, prayer, and faith comes in. Okay? Look within yourself. The answers are there. Don't look for outside sources. Okay? Sources like this and other sources are just validation for things that you already know. Okay? So basically, a lot of times when you're hearing messages like this, you're not hearing something that you don't realize within yourself. And a lot of times, people will shut this off because they won't like what the the channel is happening to tell them, because it's something that's uncomfortable. It's something that they don't want to hear. We don't like to hear that we shouldn't do things that might harm us. It's just part of human nature. We see the things that we want and we want to go for them. Okay. Now the third part of the message is for the person for a job. Okay. Again, you've been around these circumstances and these types of people before. You're going towards something that's comfortable as opposed to following what your intuition is telling you, which is to go out and search something new for yourself, to find a different career path, to do something that's more fulfilling, because you're actually re entering a past career path, okay, that you're trying to, either consciously or subconsciously get out of, and you're just not happy. And the whole thing for the individuals I'm speaking to now, in order to find true happiness, you have to seek yourself first. Okay. Seek yourself first. Figure out what it is that you truly want to do. Okay. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of moving forward, especially when the divine realms are nudging you to move in a certain location. When they want you to move in a particular location, you have their backing. Things will work out for you. And when I say nudges, I'm talking about those inexplicable urges that you have within inside yourself, those voices that keep telling you, okay, what to do, how to move forward, when not to move forward. And when we don't listen to the voice that tells us the opposite of we want to hear, is when we usually find ourselves in trouble. Okay, so the important thing is to learn to trust those voices, because you can. Okay, you have the strength within yourself. Okay, so whoever I'm speaking to, all the individuals combined, the basic message here is to love yourself first. Okay, to get past the spirit of apathy where you just don't care anymore and accept whatever comes to you. Take the reins back, take your life back, and take control. Okay? You have the answers more than you know. You can love yourself more than you know. Okay? And loving yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's a beautiful thing when we can learn to love ourselves, because how can you learn to love or provide for anything else if we can't love ourselves first, if we can't do for ourselves first? Okay? Bottom line. Okay? So I want to wish you all a great rest of the weekend. And we'll probably see you again tomorrow. And thanks again for stopping by. We'll see you soon. Take care.